Hip hop hop for the vibes YouTube. Today reacting to 6 Latinos versus 1 fake. You already know how we do these. I'll be playing along. I have a track record of 100% of getting these right. I'm not lying. Normally I'll be putting the glasses on. I look myself back. I look like a male corn star.
I'm Latina.
It's not gonna be happening today.
I'm Latino.
I'm Latina.
I'm Latina.
I'm Afro-Latina.
Let's get to it. Alpha Latina. Got 6 Latinos.
Hola, hola.
One
Me
fake
llamo
one.
Carla Alicia y hoy estamos representando Panamá. I'm a behavioral technician full-time and I'm also a part-time student.
I'm Dominique. I'm from Argentina. I came over to the United States to study, and I'm a student right now.
Yo me llamo Andy de Lourdes, soy dominicana y soy productora.
My name is Emilio. I'm Mexican and I'm currently in grad school.
I'm Teuta Brasileira, which means I'm Brazilian with German ancestry. I'm originally from Sao Paulo, but I'm living in the US since I was about 6, and I'm a fact checker.
I am Eduardo Josue Morales Alvarez. I'm from Honduras. I work construction and I'm currently studying HVAC.
Oi, eu sou a Paulina Rezende, eu também sou do Brasil. Eu sou uma estudante agora Cal State Northridge for Business Law e faz. I'm gonna say it in English because like you guys are not understanding what I'm saying.
You're a little bit of
Okay.
I was like, what? Yeah, I moved when I was 11 to the U.S.
Okay.
I could tell you're Brazilian by your flip flops.
Stop! No, actually stop. We're not
like,
in the
I bet she's
Brazil shirt.
Brazilian.
Don't tell me stuff like that. Don't try to deceive me. Don't try to give me hints. These people be lying to us, bro.
Flip-flops are not Brazilian.
I immediately thought Elise was Brazilian. Flip flops gave Brazilian. Just her overall vibe. Her Portuguese is also perfect.
So was everyone born in their country or? I know I was born here, so I'm gonna just put that out there right now.
Okay.
I was born in Brazil.
I was born in New York.
I was born in the Bay Area, but I did live in Mexico growing up.
What part of Mexico?
Mexico City,
What part of Mexico City?
Iztapalapa.
I lived in Argentina my whole life.
Wait, did you say a little Spanish in the beginning or no?
No, pero puedo hablar en castellano. Sí. Tengo acento argento. Brazil, Argentina.
What's your father? ¿Qué le gusta a tu papá comer?
Morcilla. The blood sausages. People here hate it, but they're really good.
A drink that I really like is called chicheme, which is kind of like horchata. We eat empanadas, which
This
is
is
basically
hard,
like a beef
yo.
patty. That and then arroz con gandules, that's rice and beans, stuff like that.
A mí, I like plátano, I'm Dominican.
Oh, there you go.
Plátano,
Duro, okay.
Okay.
de todos los plátanos. Plátano.
I like beans mostly. My mom makes them frijoladas. If you don't know what frijoladas is, it's like enchiladas, pero con frijoles, you know?
Stroganoff is like
I'm actually,
stroganoff.
I'm actually a bit scared sometimes of trying new food. Like, if it doesn't look super appealing to me at first sight, I'll be scared of trying it.
Like beef with like a
yeah.
cream sauce and it's really good, so good.
Just me
But
that.
with like fried
food,
potatoes
though.
and rice, and that's
gotta
like
try
something
new
my
food.
mom makes really well.
I like pastel, which is kind of similar to an empanada, but it's kind of a little different. Because in Brazil, I don't know, the taste is different and the crust is a little thicker. And then coxinha, you have chicken and then you have potatoes
egg.
inside. Yeah, it's kind of like this. Looks like a tier. Brigadeiro is like my favorite dessert.
Paulina, she was correct in what she was saying, that, brigadeiro and things like that, but that's also very like surface knowledge and things that probably a tourist or a foreigner would try if they came to Brazil.
Okay.
Sopa de caramal is a very typical dish down in Honduras. We also do a lot of things with bananas and plantains, for instance, tostones and tamales, fried bean with stuffed tamales. Do a couple hundreds of them, and we cook them for 8 hours,
Is it for holidays or is it just kind of like whatever?
mostly during the holidays.
Okay.
Where you say you're from?
Honduras.
What do you guys think is like a struggle being Latino? I feel like literally nobody believes me that I'm Latina. I don't look the stereotypical version of Latina. Here, everyone's like, you're not Latina. Like, but you were born here, right? I'm like, no, I was born in Brazil. Like, I used to have a really thick accent. Like, I lost it because I've been living here for 10 years. But I always have to prove it, and I feel like it's like kind of discrediting me as a Brazilian Latina.
Paulina walked in and she has this Brazilian shirt.
Yeah,
so I
she
think that
tried.
she might be the mole just because she's trying
Tried
so
really hard, but it's, yeah.
to show us that she has this Latino personality.
Growing
But at the
up,
same
like,
time,
I felt
it
like
would be
I was
too obvious.
close to the other Latina kids, but like I don't speak Spanish, so I couldn't, like when I first got here, I couldn't really like talk to y'all. And then like with the other kids, especially other white kids, like they're like, you talk funny, so we don't want to. And I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like growing up, that was like really hard to be kind kind of like in limbo like that. Like no one really claims you.
People usually look at me and they'll say like, oh, like, are you black? Or when they hear me speak Spanish, it's like, oh, are you Mexican? Oh, did you learn it in school? And I feel like one thing that I really struggle with is proving myself as a Latina. And then
Are you Mexican? I don't know. Are they black Mexican? Oh, I don't know.
on the counter
Must be very unqualified.
end of that, you
I can't, to my knowledge, I can't think of any black
see
Mexican
people that are like Afro
That just
Latina
came
and they'll
across
be
as
like,
weird.
oh, I'm not black, I'm not black. But the reason why they say that is because for most part, when people refer
Obviously,
to you
you can be, from somewhere else, and maybe you were born in Mexico.
as being black, they refer to it as being African American.
And we're also taught that black is bad. So a lot
Yeah.
of people rather deny the Afro-Latinidad. A lot of the stuff that I do, I represent a lot of black and brown content. You know, I'm a producer, so I make a lot of, to me, my work is to show that we do speak Spanish,
Yes.
that we do exist.
Most people, especially Americans, see Latinos as just like mixed brown, medium skin. So to be black or white and be a Latino is just like people are like, oh, what?
For me, my struggle with being Latino is like checking off the box on like any kind of document that you sign, or like, and for me, it's like it kind of erases our indigenous ancestry too. So that's a struggle for me, is to to recognize that part of my heritage as well.
I agree, because I am half indigenous, so I never know what to check off on the box. I'm either, and then when you want to check off black, it'll say black, non-Hispanic, and it's like, okay, what are we gonna be?
What's the national hero for you guys' countries? For me, for instance, it will be the worship of the Lenca tribe, Lempira, which is who we print our currency for.
San Martin de los Andes. He's like the general that went through the Andes to like free all of the Latin American countries, including Argentina.
I feel like people get really passionate about Santos Dumont, which he was actually the first person to fly an airplane. If you think it was the Wright brothers or something, that's not true. Santos Dumont, he was the first person to do it like on video with actual proof, and the Wright brothers were just like hearsay basically, but that's what the whole world learns, especially Americans. I think that's the one thing that Brazilians are very passionate about.
I think for us in Mexico, it's Emiliano Zapata. If you don't know, Zapata is a revolutionary as well. Also fought in the Mexican Revolution. And for us, it's like, for me personally, he's a big icon.
It was whoever planted the first platinum. That's what they
That's what she loves.
I just don't know who it is, but that's what I think.
Anita, Anita, she's revolutionary.
People here talking about history and you're like, she's slaying the house
She not
down.
only speaks Portuguese, she speaks Spanish.
She's
She came to Americans doing really
So,
I already know who I want to take out.
Google Pixel
I don't think she's the
8a
model.
with best
I think it's two. No. I'm looking at Flip Flop Girl. And I'm a bit suspicious for girl. And yeah, I don't think
Pretty sus, if you ask me. The fact that she was a director, I was assuming, well, she has work experience on that.
He's
so
the
she
one
might
that
be
I'm
able
looking
to
at as
fake an
well.
accent.
Eduardo.
I feel like Dominique didn't feel confident at first. When she first started talking, I was like, okay, maybe she's the mole.
That's what I'm looking
I
at,
voted for
Eduardo.
Eduardo in the first round. No offense.
Brother, is that too? Again, I'm not here to like tell anybody what to do. That's a weird place for a tattoo if I've ever seen one. Yo, what is that?
I honestly feel really bad about it.
Eduardo,
Man tattoo a peak of game.
I like,
Okay.
as soon as he said the whole history question, I was like, that sounds very rehearsed, so that's why I voted for him.
Oh, Eduardo, right away, because how you got your name for years and you said it like you were not Latino. So I was like, hold on.
I am Eduardo. I had to deal with that my whole life. I cannot roll my R's. I'm pretty weird about that. So I try to avoid saying my name as much.
Eduardo.
Wait, how?
Jubilee, thank you very much.
I mean, the energy to
But yeah,
pocket.
that's what I was
But you're
just. At the same time, is it possible that they got it on the first try? Still, listen. Still going strong. Let's see.
Latin only.
But that's what I thought as well.
All right, guys.
1, 2.
Let me see your best dance moves.
This is
Latin only. Ooh. This is my salsa. You ready? Yeah.
I'll go next. No. I'll go in at the end. I'm not even Latino,
Okay, you
but
see that? Okay.
Okay.
I like dancing with music, but I like a cumbia, you know, it's like. I knew.
I'm not even Latino, but I'm